Hello everybody, Melinda here. It's so beautiful out. Look at this, gorgeous flowers. So I'm sitting out here watching the golfers go by, enjoying my Sunday morning and just kind of doing my life, doing what I do, and wanted to share some ideas and thoughts with you guys based on some conversations that I've been having internally with my higher powers, with a lot of friends, a lot of clients, and this idea of being tolerant as a way of being permissive. What is it that you're giving permission to in your life through tolerating it, through not saying anything, through just trying to be nice and just go, oh, that's just who they are, and not saying anything about it? What are you tolerating? I've been really just with a fine-tooth comb looking at a lot of my inner workings as for what I am drawing to me in personal relationships, friends, intimate friends, and whatnot. And one of the things that really has been in the forefront of my awareness with myself, with a lot of other people, is people who use humor as a way of putting themselves down, putting each other down, and then that being dismissed as, oh, it's just a joke, oh, it's just funny, or you don't have any sense of humor, you just need to lighten up, this is just how I am, this is just who I am. And you know what I'm ready to say to that? Bullshit. I am calling absolute 100% utter bullshit on the whole thing. Like, I am so done with people using self-deprecation and degrading each other and then using an excuse of, oh, I was just joking. No, there's no joke. It's not funny. Anything that makes you feel bad about yourself, anything that makes you feel less than, belittle, dismiss, anything is impacting you, your vibration, your frequency, your and all of that translates right into your health, your emotional health, your mental health, your physical health. Our frequencies, the level at which we're vibrating, has on a consciousness scale numbers that was given to us by Dr. David Hawkins in several books, one of them Power versus Force. And shame, guilt are the lowest of the lows. And then it goes up from there. So anything that takes you below a level of a vibrational level of 200 doesn't sustain vitality. It doesn't sustain life. So in those moments of feeling shame, guilt, and then all these difficult feelings, it's actually physically, mentally, emotionally hurting you. And I say enough's enough. And I'm really getting quite firm in lack of tolerating that kind of behavior towards me, that to have an awareness of how people use that for many, many reasons, that sense of humor, that belittling, that degradation, the self-deprecating thing. You know, we all use it for a number of reasons, and I was having a great conversation with a very dear friend yesterday about it, and that there was, again, this defending of, no, I think there's a point to this. There's a reason I do this. And I said, I agree. I understand that there's a reason that you do this. However, I am going to stand firmly in there's no benefit. In fact, it's only hurting you. It's hurting the people around you. It hurts me to sit in front of someone and watch them publicly dismantle themselves, even as a joke. To me is very it's gotten to the point where it's disturbing. Like I've gotten into this level of seeing the direct impact that these comments have about ourselves, and it's just not what we say out loud, it's what we say internally to ourselves, and that's what's most damaging. Not so much what we're saying to others. Certainly that's hurtful, obviously that's hurtful, but what we say to ourselves is exponential compared to what leaves our face hole. So I just wanted to connect with you, and I wanted to share a couple things with you. There is this amazing book that I've been working through. It's called The Perfect Power Within You. This is a shameless advertisement. I'm getting no information or no money back on this. The Perfect Power Within You. And it's this beautiful program about every day dropping in some deeper truth. And it's meant to be a 70-day program. I have not done this program in 70 days. It's just taking me longer than that to get through it. And the lesson from yesterday that I picked up again is, as I accept the fullness of God's infinite love and become unified with it, there is no room in my consciousness for criticism, judgment, or condemnation of myself or others. I affirm all of life. And when I saw that this morning, based on these conversations that I had yesterday, I'm like, oh my gosh, there it is in black and white writing. And oh my gosh, it's everywhere around me, is that there should be no room in our conscious awareness for condemnation of ourselves and for others because of the detrimental, life-taking impact it has on our bodies, on our hearts, on our minds, and that ripples out. And so with all of these atrocities happening, it's so hard, I know, to stay positive. It is hard to remember that deep within each and every person, even those who are doing these acts, that there is a light. There is a deep light. And then Facebook was so kind to remind me of a quote that I did. I don't remember how long ago this was. But it said something like this: life was hard when it was all about the pain and trying to get away from it. How many of you are there still? I get there from time to time still, but not as much. Then a tiny light turned on and I realized the pain was hatred. And then the light got brighter and I realized that my hatred towards others was my own self-hatred. And then the light got brighter and I realized the light was love. And then I realized the light was coming from my true self. Yeah, that was pretty brilliant. I don't know where that came from. I'm sure it was an inspired thought. But this idea, as I've been dropping in more truth, doing practices like the perfect power within you, recognizing that everything's frequency, it's all energy, it's all vibration, and really looking at and taking responsibility for my vibrations, what I'm thinking, what I'm feeling, and the people that I'm around, I'm seeing more and more clearly, moment by moment, how important it is that we step into self-love, that we step into kindness and compassion, that every moment that we take be that of affirming our life. If we're so upset about the atrocities, well, let's stop the internal atrocities first. Let's start living in that place of true kindness, true acceptance of self, and then see what happens when that reflects out into our world. Thoughts, ideas, comments, concerns. Hi, everybody. Let's see who's... So Jamie, hi Jamie. Jamie says, I was just reading the same exact thing in A Return to Love about what we say to ourselves that no one would ever say to us. Right? I would never. That's not true because I have tolerated it. Oh, I'm looking back at some things that I have tolerated even in recent months. And it's shocking to me that I would allow that kind of behavior. But that is truly a reflection of my own self-love, my own self-respect. And as I'm beginning to heal that, my self-love, self-respect is definitely raising exponentially. And so when I say that I am up-leveling, it's really more about up-leveling my standards for myself, for what I'll tolerate, not just outside, but inside. Right, we shouldn't tolerate ill behavior towards us from the outside. But look at just how much we tolerate all around us, within us, outside of us. Yeah, time to up-level those standards. Thank you, Jamie. Yeah, it's kind of cool how this information's coming around. Melissa, hi, how are you? Sweet soul, hello Ted, good morning. Hello Michael Miller and everyone else who's watching. I love you all so much. And it's such a pleasure, such an honor to share my own healing journey. You guys get that this is just me, you know, you're just getting a video broadcast of guess what Melinda just healed this week. You know that, right? Yeah, that's my little transparent moment. So it is an honor to share it with you, to share these awarenesses, to be able to let you have a little look inside of what this healing journey has been for me. It's been amazingly empowering and really, really wonderful. And I hope you have a beautiful day. I hope it's as gorgeous there as it is here. And if you're taking very careful attention to what's being said to you, within you, see if you can up-level it. It'll improve your health. It'll improve your life. And I love you all very, very much. Have a wonderful, wonderful day, and I will talk to you soon.